What's going on, my PT peeps, my Walking Dead family, and my fighters? I'm One Eye Bry, also known as PT. Don't know if I'm winking or blinking, but I'm definitely thinking about the Walking Dead DARYL DIXON show, and we are 2 weeks away from the first episode airing on AMC Plus. Spoiler warning for all things Walking Dead and the DARYL DIXON show. But like I said, AMC Plus should continue to show the episodes early on Thursdays, hence the 2 weeks from today. Thursday, August 24th, 2023, as I make this video. But the DARYL DIXON show, hope is not lost. September 10th, that's the Sunday on AMC. So a lot of people are wondering, why is Daryl in France? How did he get there? Will it make sense? And they're all great questions. Only time will tell. But the more that I've seen, the more sneak peeks and trailers and photos and information that's going around, I'm more interested and way more interested in this show than I initially was. But Norman's doing a lot of interviews recently with Entertainment Weekly, and a lot of stuff's coming out, is what I'm hearing, that he's saying it's like the first couple seasons of The Walking Dead is what it's going to feel like, and it's going to be a good show. I mean, Norman's putting stuff out there to hype the show up, which he should. He's probably proud of it, which he should be. If you were in a show and if you were the main character and you basically started off on the show where DARYL DIXON should have been killed off in the first season. He was not supposed to live past the first season, which is crazy. We're going to meet new characters. We're going to see France. We're going to see flashbacks of what happened in France at the start of the zombie apocalypse. Isabel being a nun and the convent and all that stuff is interesting. It's interesting about France at the start of the zombie apocalypse. And, you know, I like the idea of seeing other locations. Now, we don't need to see every little minor detail and everything. We're smarter than the initial outbreak. I mean, we've been so many years into the zombie apocalypse in the Walking Dead universe. So Daryl is going to escort Laurent, however you want to say his name, to some location. Now, to me, it just sounds like this kid is smart. He speaks a couple of different languages. He knows math. He knows this. He knows that. He's just an educated, smart kid. So why is he considered the revival of humanity? Does he have a cure angle? Or is he just a smart kid? Is he immune? Or is he just a smart kid, right? There's been a lot of smart kids. Judith is very smart. There's been smart kids in the Walking Dead universe before. Look at Hope, right? So why is this person any more important than Hope on World Beyond? Or any of those kids in the World Beyond like that? I don't know. Is it far-fetched? Is it like The Last of Us? We're going to see other people. We're going to see crossbows. We're going to see Daryl leading the charge against, I'm guessing, walkers, burners, which are new walkers, Codron's people, and it should be interesting. It should be exciting. Now, when she asks, how did you get here? How did you get to France? And he says, it's a long story. Well, we got 6 episodes, so hopefully it's explained in the 6 episodes. You can leave stuff open for a second season, but we should see a flashback. Well, we should actually see several flashbacks of Daryl going to either the northeast of the United States or Canada, and the Commonwealth motorcycle is Crossbow, looking like the same outfit we saw at the end of The Walking Dead Season 11, Episode 24, the finale of The Walking Dead. But Daryl's going to get in trouble yet again, and the nuns are going to take care of him. Mainly Isabel is what we see, bathing him and just providing information and food and just taking care of him, which is good. You know, Daryl needs to be taken care of. Daryl needs help. Daryl gets captured and injured pretty much all the time, which is fine. Daryl's a badass. Daryl's going to live. Daryl doesn't die. Daryl's going to be the last man standing. But will these people survive? Will these characters make it to the second season of the DARYL DIXON show? Will there be a third season? A lot of people are saying a lot of different things, like the third season is going to be filmed in the United States, but it's all speculation right now. You know how that goes. Codron looks like a badass, pretty cool. Him being part of some group in France, I would love for connections with the CRM. I don't know if we're ever going to get them, but you brought in the CRM. Just have connections. Small ones, big ones, little ones. It doesn't matter. Just connect the dots a little bit more. Right now, it feels like the CRM is just a waste of time, and I would love to see connections here. We're going to see variant walkers. These are called burners with acid in their blood, and if they grab a hold of you, then you're in trouble. Daryl gets a bad burn on his forearm. So that's kind of cool. The variants should be seen around. Just look at the face, look at the eyes, look at the skin, look at the veins or whatever popping out on these walkers' faces, and just they look different. So we'll see if we're going to see a bunch of different variants. Is that going to be the only thing? We're going to see old school weapons here in France. And Daryl was using different weapons. He's probably one of the main characters that's used the most weapons in the Walking Dead universe, like different ones, which is kind of cool. So Daryl's, like, he's got a different knife there with brass knuckles. Reminds me a lot of Carol and what she had before. So I love the callbacks and connections and stuff that made sense in the Walking Dead universe before. Daryl's also looking like Amish Daryl. You know, he's got, you know, a Father Gabriel hat and all in black, and he's just going to look different throughout this season of the Daryl Dixon show. So the big question is where is Daryl right here on this boat? There's an explosion. He jumps into the water. He washes ashore in France. It's just like, what's going on here? I can't wait to find out this information because we're still wanting to know why he gets here. Daryl in France is cool, but if it doesn't make sense and if it's just a waste of time, then it's just Daryl goes to France and has a European vacation. Great. But it looks great. You know, all the scenes from the trailers and the sneak peeks. I don't know what the budget is for this show. I know Dead City, the word was that there was a $72 million budget for all of the 6 episodes. So Daryl's show is going to be the same amount. I don't know. Is that what it is? Because Norman Reedus is a pretty expensive guy. I don't know if he's going to be an executive producer or anything like that, because that's another way to generate revenue for the actors to have different roles. But Daryl walks alone. Daryl has a harpoon, and he's going to meet some new characters. I'm interested in some of these new characters because they look interesting. On World Beyond, not so much. Fear the Walking Dead, not so much. But Falou, Isabel, Laurent, Sylvie, kind of interesting so far. I was interested also in Fear the Walking Dead at the beginning, but that fell flat. This show is only 6 episodes for the first season, and then it's probably going to be a second season, 6 episodes, and then we'll see where it goes from there. But Daryl gets captured, and he looks up, and what's happening here? He's in a fighting pit or something. But September 10th on AMC, September 7th on AMC+. So we are 2 weeks away from the return of the Walking Dead universe. So we have the Daryl Dixon show first, 6 episodes, and then Fear the Walking Dead, Season 8B, 6 episodes. And then the Walking Dead universe is done for 2023. Hopefully we'll get some sort of trailer and information and release date for the Rick and Michonne, The Ones Who Live show, but we don't know when that's going to be. Will it be with the Daryl show? Will it be with Fear the Walking Dead? I would think so, because if that's going to draw people in to watch the show, there could be a trailer with a release date in there. These shows said fall, but then this one's in September. So we'll see what happens with the remaining shows of the Walking Dead universe. Like, share, subscribe. If you want to support the PT channel in any way that you can, it'll be greatly appreciated. Big shout out to my subscribers, my patrons, my members, my moderators. If you checked out the channel for the first time or the millionth time, we truly appreciate all the love and support. Stay safe, and as always, tell them Daryl.
Yo, we love you guys. Honestly, thank you.